Hello and welcome to Quiz Class. Today we have 100 questions on general knowledge. Let's take a look at our Quiz Class awards. Let us know how you ranked in the comments at the end. And our categories for today are In the Spotlight, Pop Culture, Earth and its Inhabitants, Science, Sport, and Challenging Questions. Let's begin with In the Spotlight for question number 1. Where did the kids' TV adventure Daktari take place in the 1960s? Canada, East Africa, or Japan? East Africa. Which two nations combined have won the most netball world championships since the competition's founding in 1963? Australia and New Zealand, England and Zimbabwe, or Jamaica and South Africa? Australia and New Zealand. Elon Musk, the business magnate, investor, and product designer, started his studies at a university in which of these cities? California, Ontario, Canada, or Pretoria, South Africa? Pretoria, South Africa. Which of the following is a renowned conductor? Adrian Bolt, Edmund Hillary, or Humphrey Appleby? Adrian Bolt. Which of these areas was Lance Armstrong not closely involved with? Cycling, marathon running, or whitewater slalom canoeing? Whitewater slalom canoeing. The firm that has produced SmackDown since 1999 was known as what at the time? WAE, WWFE, or WWSD? WWFE. From the television show Grey's Anatomy, which of these is a spin-off? Doctor Who, Private Practice, or The Good Doctor? Private Practice. Which track from the 1945 Rodgers and Hammerstein production Carousel was put on record by Jerry and the Pacemakers in 1963? Take Me Home, Kiss Me Through the Phone, or You'll Never Walk Alone? You'll Never Walk Alone. What did gymnast Simone Biles earn in 2022? The Golden Globe Award, 2 Oscar nominations and 1 win, or the Presidential Medal of Freedom? The Presidential Medal of Freedom. Who was the English record producer of Nancy Sinatra, The Animals, and the Yardbirds, among others? Luna Lovegood, Mickie Most, or Rick Rubin? Mickie Most. What is the title of the smash hit released at the end of 2009 by Susan Boyle? I Dreamed a Dream, I Had a Dream, or Sweet Dreams Are Made of This? I Dreamed a Dream. Jennifer Grey played Frances Baby Houseman alongside Patrick Swayze in what 1987 picture? Dirty Dancing, Gone in 60 Seconds, or North by Northwest? Dirty Dancing. Which of the following films famously featured the intelligent and overly protected Virginia Woolf? A Walk to Remember, Carrie, or The Hours? The Hours. Which 1915 satirical music hall song gained popularity at the time thanks to Ella Shields, Betty Grable, and Julie Andrews? A Spoonful of Sugar, Burlington Birdie from Bo, or Chim Chim Cheree? Burlington Birdie from Bo. Which of the following individuals is well known for dancing? Aretha Franklin, Martha Graham, or Harry Joe Brown? Martha Graham. And let's move over to pop culture for question 16. What was Maria Callas renowned for? Actress, opera singer, or tennis player? Opera singer. Nadia Comaneci is connected to which sport? Diving, Formula One, or gymnastics? Gymnastics. Which of the following is a theatrical musical based on Colleen McCullough's novel, The Lion King, The Thornbirds, or To Kill a Mockingbird? The Thornbirds. Which of the following was the debut single by Natalie Imbruglia? Torn, I Believe I Can Fly, or Honey? Torn. Who directed the films The African Queen and The Maltese Falcon? Alfred Hitchcock, John Huston, or Martin Scorsese? John Huston. Which boxers competed in 1975's Thrilla in Manila? George Foreman and Joe Frazier and Mike Tyson, or Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier? Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. The Pulitzer Prize-winning book The Night Watchman by Louise Erdrich was inspired by whom? Her grandfather, politicians of the time, or the Batman movies? Her grandfather. Which city's opera theater is the Phantom lurking in? London, Milan, or Paris? Paris. What event, which was first produced by Lieutenant Colonel George Malcolm, was modeled after the 1949 park performance Something About a Soldier? Arthur, Edinburgh Tattoo, or The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo? Edinburgh Tattoo. The Dakar Rally does not contain classes for which of these? Cars, go-karts, or quad bikes? Go-karts. Which English steeplechase takes place at Aintree, close to Liverpool, every year? Grand National, Grand Cup, or National Cup? Grand National. Who was the mother of Wonder Woman according to DC Comics? Aphrodite, Hippolyta, or Lois Lane? Hippolyta. Which of the following is a character created by Beatrix Potter? Jemima Puddle Duck, Johnny Appleseed, or Harry Potter? Jemima Puddle Duck. What kind of athlete is Usain Bolt? High jumper, mixed martial arts, or sprinter? Sprinter. Where did the 1991 film The Commitments take place? Birmingham, Dublin, or Glasgow? Dublin. And let's move over to Earth and its inhabitants. For question 31, which of these individuals is a Thracian shepherd who was caught by Romans and trained as a gladiator? Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, or Spartacus? Spartacus. What did Japanese Emperor Akihito do on April 30th, 2019? He abdicated, he married, or he postponed the general elections? Abdicated. Which of these cities is located on the San Andreas Fault Line? Kobe, Japan, Pretoria, South Africa, or San Francisco, California, USA? San Francisco, California, USA. What is the name of Myanmar's formal royal capital and second largest city? Madrid, Mandalay, or Mandril? Mandalay. Who gave the United States of America the Statue of Liberty in 1886? France, Italy, or Venezuela? France. Which continent has natural wildlife called giraffe, lion, okapi, and ostrich? Africa, Asia, or Australia? Africa. Who made international headlines in 1960 when he banged his shoe on a table at the UN? Barack Obama, John F. Kennedy, or Nikita Khrushchev? Nikita Khrushchev. Madagascar is in what ocean? The Atlantic, the Indian, or the Pacific? The Indian. What is the name of the English borough on the Otter River in Devonshire that is famed for its lace making? Chippendale, Honiton, or Waterford? Honiton. Who served as president of France from 2012 until 2017? Charles de Gaulle, Francois Hollande, or Marine Le Pen? Francois Hollande. What is the name of the gallows that were last used in 1783 and stood near a marble arch in London, England? Hyde, Kentish, or Tyburn? Tyburn. What officially ended in Canada in September 1999? Capital punishment, Dominion status, or conscription? Capital punishment. Bushido, which emerged between the 9th and 20th centuries, is associated with which culture? African, Japanese, or Siberian? Japanese. Which continent looks most like the letter Q? Australia, Europe, or South America? South America. Which of the following is a landlocked country? Brazil, Mexico, or Paraguay? Paraguay. And let's move over to nature and science. What country is the Great Barrier Reef located in? Australia, Mexico, or Spain? Australia. What is found in the human thoracic cavity? Liver, lungs, or kidneys? Lungs. What is measured by the Mohs scale? Earthquake magnitude, the hardness of minerals, or the weight of elements? The hardness of minerals. Which of the following materials is not an element? Copper, iron, or steel? Steel. Which of these hues has the lowest light absorption rate? Black, red, or white? White. A squab is the youngest of what? Pigeon, swan, or squid? Pigeon. What is another word for egg whites? Abalone, albumen, or apostrophe? Albumen. What purpose do trig stations serve at the highest point of a hill or mountain? Geodetic and other surveying, measuring time, or provide safe perches for birds? Geodetic and other surveying. Which of the following foods contains high levels of omega-3 fatty acids? Chicken, feta, or tuna? Tuna. Which of these would be the most useful for stargazing? Binnacles, binoculars, or binders? Binoculars. What's the term for a kind of artificial well where natural pressure raises the water instead of pumping it? Artesian, pumpless punch, or tube well? Artesian. In 1801, Joseph Marie Jacquard designed the punch card to automate which process? Addressing envelopes, prison administration, or weaving in patterns? Weaving in patterns. What term is used to describe a male swan? A cob, fob, or snob? Cob. What method does a CD player use to read a CD? Electromagnet, laser, or ultrasound? Laser. Which one of these is a genuine element? One of just two that are named after an American state. Albanium, Californium, or Yorkium? Californium. And we are moving on to question 61. With sports and leisure. What is the tournament which was known as the South American Football Championship until 1975? Copa America, SFL, or SAFC? Copa America. What is the customary month for the Tour de France? January, July, or September? July. Which world record-holding athlete completed their final and gold medal winning race at the 2016 Olympic Games before retiring? Emene Seifu, Florence Griffith Joyner, or Usain Bolt? Usain Bolt. Which of the following has a role to play in a bullfight? Matador, matriarch, or monarch? Matador. Which of these served as the official catchphrase for the 1972 German Olympic Games, their first since 1936? The Amazing Games, the Cheerful Games, or the Ethereal Games? The Cheerful Games. Which video game was the forerunner to Riven? Call of Duty, Myst, or Ratchet and Clank? Myst. Where is the Fédération Aéronautique Internationale headquartered? Belgium, France, or Switzerland? Switzerland. What does the French ring sport entail? Boxing, dog behavior, or race for French car manufacturers? Dog behavior. Which boxer was nicknamed the Brown Bomber? Don Barry, Joe Louis, or Mike Tyson? Joe Louis. Which golfer won the most professional major titles? 18. From 1962 to 1986. Andy Bean, Jack Nicklaus, or Raymond Floyd? Jack Nicklaus. What field did Mary Lillian Ellison become well known in? Cricket, netball, or wrestling? Wrestling. China declared its intention to host the Winter Olympics and Paralympics in 2022. Which approach did they decide to take, among others? Combining venues, shortening the opening and closing ceremonies, or vehicles using renewable electricity? This was a carbon-neutral event. Vehicles using renewable electricity. In April 2014, how many people participated in a record-based jump from the top of Dubai's Burj Khalifa? 1, 3, or 17? 3. Arnold Palmer is famed for what sport? Formula One, golf, or rugby? Golf. It should be. And golf is the answer. What is the term for a person who works at various types of racetracks, enforcing racing regulations? Steward, driver, or attendant? Steward. And we are moving on to our challenging questions. Which of the following is located in the night? Greyhounds, otters or platypuses, or pheasant chicks? Pheasant chicks. What sport saw the creation of the first two national roles, which were appointed by Walter Winterbottom in England in 1946? Formula One, horse racing, or soccer? Soccer. Which international movement saw its first leader in the Austro-Hungarian Theodor Herzl? Greenpeace, WWF, or Zionism? Zionism. Exclusively found in Lake Baikal, what is Pusa siberica? A dolphin, seal, or a serpent? A seal. What's the name of the light-emitting gaseous zone that reaches into the star's surface and eventually turns opaque? Chromosphere, corona, or photosphere? Photosphere. What is nearly exclusively found in the Canadian region of British Columbia? The Great Lakes, the Rocky Mountains, or on the coast of Hudson Bay? In the Rocky Mountains. Who is recognized for having directed the creation of the computer mouse? Bill Gates, Douglas Engelbart, or Steve Jobs? Douglas Engelbart. Which movie featured Mae West as Lady Lou alongside Cary Grant? I Am Legend, Kramer vs. Kramer, or She Done Him Wrong? She Done Him Wrong. What was designed by Jacques Kinnear and Margaret Calvert? The Bank of England's documents, British bills, or road signs? Road signs. Which of these ratios could be included in a demographic study? Dependency, golden, or right-angled? Dependency ratio. And we are moving on to question 86. Let's take a breath. Who portrays Meredith Grey in the American drama series Grey's Anatomy? Sandra Oh, Katherine Heigl, or Ellen Pompeo? Ellen Pompeo. Which battle is said to be described by the folk ballad, The Ballad of Chevy Chase? Prestopans, Otterburn, or French Civil War? Otterburn. Which continent is the least fertile, driest, and flattest that humans reside on? Australia, Asia, or Africa? Australia. We are coming up to question 89. Whose work is the source of the respective names of two characters in the US TV sitcom The Big Bang Theory? Sheldon and Harnick, Shelley and Moldoff, or Sheldon and Leonard? Sheldon and Leonard. Where are the endangered Taki natives that have been reintroduced? Central Asia, Egypt, or South Africa? Central Asia. And we are moving on to our mystery round for our last questions. Which nation's national anthem's lyrics were composed by Francis Scott Key? Ethiopia, Jamaica, or North America? North America. Of North Korea's land area, what kind makes up more than 75%? Desert, mountains, or plains? Mountains. Which faith does not consider Jerusalem to be the holy city? Buddhism, Judaism, or Islam? Buddhism. Which nation includes the island of Honshu? China, Japan, or the Philippines? Japan. Who wrote the books that served as the basis for the British comedy television series Doctor in the House? James Herriot, Richard Gordon, or Wilbur Smith? Richard Gordon. In which year did Bing Crosby and Marjorie Reynolds perform the Irving Berlin song White Christmas for the first time in the movie Holiday Inn? 1942, 1955, or 1969? 1942. Which river is home to the Victoria Falls? The African River, the River Nile, or the Zambezi River? Zambezi River. Where is the setting for the TV series novel Neverwhere? The London, below London, the floating city above Las Vegas, or Atlantis? The London below London. Which one of these is a character from the movie series The Matrix? Alfred Pennyworth, Ethan Hunt, or Thomas A. Anderson? Thomas A. Anderson. Which of the following is Cyprus's main seaport? Heraklion, Limassol, or Messina? Limassol. And our bonus question, in which US state is the city of Las Vegas located? Let us know the answer in the comments. And here we have our Einstein rewards. Let us know how you ranked. And we will see you in our next quiz. Thanks for playing. Don't forget to hit that like button, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.